I'm also going to switch these out too, but I'm going to not only just switch them out, I'm going to put the tweeters in a different location. These are the Phoenix Gold speakers that went with the 6.5 as part of the set. I think I'm just going to leave it here for looks for right now, because the idea was, well, these cars came with just crappy Bose stereos, which every last little piece of it I ripped out of the car because they were just pretty bad. And that's why this whole door panel got redone with this custom frame on here. Before, it was just a square little ugly grill that said Delco Bose. So I made a fiberglass enclosure from behind that houses the 6.5 and the 1. This one is kind of pointed back at you, so it's angled back, but I think it's too low. So there's some plates in the top of the dash where I can put some tweeters, and that's where I'm going to put them, so that the sound stage is kind of seems elevated. It might not be the ideal path length from each tweeter to your head, but I want my sound to sound like it's coming higher, not from down from the floor. So we'll leave these here just for show, so I don't have to redo this piece and make it, to cover it up and make it look flat. Door speaker's done. Oh wait, one last step. Oh, this is a hard one. Oh, super hard. Oop. Bang. The grill pops right in. And we're done with that. So I'll pull the dash pad off, and we'll put the two MB Quart tweeters that match those 6.5s, and I'll have that full set in here. So I got the dash pad out of the car. I've just got it flipped upside down. It's made out of styrofoam. It's like a big surfboard. So I'm going to pop these grills out. And this is a piezo little beeper. I have a K40 radar detector in my car, so the radar from the front comes from the speaker grill right in my front. That's why I tapped this in here. Tweeter we're putting in is low. I'm just going to put it right over here off to the side, where it would probably go if I had, like a plate speaker, anything like that. So I'm going to get that out and start working on that grill. So with the grills out, I'm ripping the fabric off them because I'm just going to redo it. It's already kind of looking faded and old. And you can see where it folds over the edge. That's what it should look like, that nice black color. And I'm pretty sure I have some on hand somewhere. Just got to go find it. It comes off easy enough. Let's grab an edge. Well, the other one did. There we go. I don't think I could cut out the new hole without hitting the grill anyways. So this is a necessary step. One side's done. I just originally was going to just use hot glue to hold in the tweeter, but these MB Quart tweeters have that little nut on the back, which is pretty nice. So I was able to use a bracket here to help hold it in. This way when you're hitting bumps, this thing isn't going to go anywhere. The glue is still warm right now, but the bracket holds it in like nobody's business. So that's what it'll look like through the dash. And I just got to repeat that on this side. And get some grill cloth out and cover these up. The pieces of grill cloth are now cut. I used some tape to tape off the back side because all I want to glue is just this very edge. Nothing else. Nothing on the back, nothing on the front. Going to use some 3M90, glue that all up. And then we'll stretch the grill cloth over and pull it and glue it on the edges. We don't want any glue on the front because if you press into it, it'll make a mark and it'll look like crap. So we're only gluing just the edges. That's why the tape's on here, so nothing gets covered in glue. So I'll need to wait about 5 minutes before that glue is tacky. and then I'll pull it over the edges and stretch it and press it in. So this one's fully covered. Got the new grill cloth on. It's looking pretty sweet. On the edge here, you can see where if I push a little too hard, it pushes that glue right through this grill cloth. That's why I want to do no glue on the top and be real careful, because you won't see this because this is down in the dash. When it gets pushed down, you only see the top part. But it takes a little finesse to not get the glue everywhere. You know, cut the edges right. So this is on here. This is not going to shrink and fall off one day. It looks really nice. This is the, I think the other side, but the grill cloth, and you can see the difference between these two. This is just all faded, and this looks like it's nice and new. So just got to repeat this on the other side, pop them back in the dash, and then we got to do some wiring to get the wires up first before we put the dash pad back on. So when I'm gluing up this grill, I give it a really quick pass of the 90 strength 3M glue. Just quick passes. It's almost like spray painting. If you use too much of it, it'll sink right through this stuff, because this is just grill cloth. So a really light dusting of it. Wait a couple minutes, let that start to tack up, spray another real quick coat on top of that, wait another 5 minutes, let that tack up. So this way it doesn't have a chance to seep through the grill cloth, especially when I'm pulling it over the edges like you saw on the other one. I got to be real careful not to press too hard and start pressing the glue through to press up over the top edge. So this is just the preliminary coat of glue. A couple minutes, I'll hit it again, and then 5 more minutes, and I'll stretch it on and then pull it tight and cut it with the razor blade around it. It'll be just like the other one. Just need to solder up a few connections here. I just want to extend these wires just a little bit. They're not quite long enough. Let's see, what do we got? Tape these up. Okay. A couple wire ties. The terminals on here, I don't want this to pull at all and pull these wires off the terminal. So that's why I wanted to extend these a little bit. Let's do the same to the other side. Alright, so from here, oh no, you connected them together, you dingus. Oh no, we're just gonna chop this. Let's see, we'll give each one maybe about a foot. So put some quick disconnect end connectors on here. This way, when I take that top dash pad on or off, especially when I put it on, it's going to be a little easier, because then I can put it into place, and these will have connectors on it, and then I can connect everything up and then slide the dash fully into place. Here's the ends crimped on. This way we have a nice disconnect for removing that dash pad in and out. Just got to run the wires up to the dash pad area, pop these back in the pad, and we're getting close to being done. Also too, you can just see that tweeter just poking through the grill cloth, but it'll be pretty much for the most part out of sight. Put the dash pad back together, grills back in, screws back in for those. It's a good time that while this is out, take an extra step and clean this thing off. Well, I tried Armor All, but it just wouldn't work out right without leaving swirls, so McGuire's Quick Detail came through for today. Got it really nice and clean looking. So when it goes back in, I don't have to do it while it's in the car. I can get those upper edges and the part of the defrost slot up there. So just got to do the wiring. Wire up from the crossovers that are down below, and then we'll be ready to put this back in. Ran the wires up from the crossover. Unplug that tweeter that's in the door already, because we're not going to be using that. We're just going to be using this. So this is up, got the connectors on there for the disconnect. This side's ready. Just got to do the same thing to the other side, and then we'll be ready to put the dash pad back on. Okay, so we're mission accomplished. Got the front speakers all replaced now. Got a new front stage for the car. Got those tweeters in. That one's up in that corner of the dash behind the new grill, the new grill cloth. That one up there in that corner. Door speakers got replaced with the MB Quarts as well, so I got that full setup of the MB Quarts like I had in one of my other daily driver cars. Got pulled out of one of my cars and just got put on a shelf and never made it into the next daily driver. So the nice thing about this upgrade is it cost me absolutely nothing because it had those parts laying around. But I'm glad I did it because it sounds better in this car. I can hear it already. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.